get down.
Hey everybody, this is Keith Knapp with Expert Credit Systems, and today we're going to go over part 2 of the partner marketing on the unstoppable sales system. So to recap, let's go back to what we talked about on the last video. We talked about partner marketing, and we were going over how will partner marketing change your business, thinking through your infrastructure, your pricing models, everything that you need to put in place for that. The second part was understanding your partners, where they come from, how they interact, how they know kind of their mentality of how they think about things. And then the last one is what kind of partners do you want to use, helping you identify your key partners, your core partners that you think that you could best grow your business off of, giving some different ideas and tips off that. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go even further in the partner marketing, and we're going to get into some real hands-on stuff and some real hands-on scripting and helping you understand how to position yourself, how to position your company, things to think through in your presentation. So let's get started. We're going to start this video with talking about the different types of partners. So when you're looking at partner marketing, you're probably thinking, okay, who is it that's out there that I can get business from, that I can network with, that has clients that are mutually beneficial for me to repair their credit, as much as it is for them to get them back with good credit. So the first one that we keep using as a recurring example, because again, like I said, this is my most comfortable one, is mortgage professionals. The thing that I love about mortgage professionals, guys, is this. Mortgage professionals, actually, like loan officers, they do a lot of networking. And with those loan officers, they're going to network with real estate agents, insurance agents, title companies, all these different people that they need to run their business successfully. So when you're talking with a loan officer, you're not just talking to somebody who may do 2 or 3 deals, but you're talking to somebody who may have access to 2 or 3 different real estate agents, even up to 10, 15, 20 real estate agents that they're talking with and marketing to all the time. And if you're dealing with the right loan officers, the really good ones, they're kind of the hub, the center hub of everything that's going on, where the real estate agent is driving a home transaction. The mortgage professional is interacting with all these different industries and all the different people with the home warranty, anywhere from the home warranty to the insurance, coordinating everybody, making sure everything's on task, putting it all together, and then from there doing the loans for the clients. So mortgage professionals is always my favorite one. Again, it's comfortable for me. When you're talking with loan officers, so there's a couple things that I want you to keep in mind. First off, not every loan officer is going to fit inside your box. There are some banks out there, some really big banks like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, that have very tight guidelines on working with credit repair companies. So I want you to be careful when you're talking with them. Don't get discouraged if you find a loan officer that says, hey, I love what you do, but can't send it to you. Not a problem. If something changes, let me keep you in the loop. Let me put you on my email campaign. Don't freak out about that. And the other side to think about is this. Not every loan officer is the same. So how they get their business is different. Just like as we're exploring the different options through credit repair, loan officers and mortgage professionals have the exact same thing. They can buy their leads online. They can generate it through radio ads, television ads, all sorts of different avenues. A lot of the same things that we're digging in on this series. On the first half of the series, that's the same way a mortgage professional is set up. So, when you're talking with them, don't just assume that they have all these real estate agents that they're working with. Don't just assume that they're going to send you their business first off, but just take the time to get to know them, talk with them, and understand where they're coming from. Second one is real estate agents. I think I talked about this a little bit in the last video. The thing I really like about real estate agents is that real estate agents, they can actually be your hub for loan officers. So if you find a good real estate agent, usually they don't have just one person that they work with. They have their primary lender that they do business with, that they're sending deals to, that they know that are going to get done. But then they're going to have their specialty lenders as well. Somebody who may do a 203K, somebody who specializes in FHA or bad, people with less than perfect credit, they usually got 3 or 4 different lenders that they have set up that they're working with, that they're networking with, staying in touch with, so that if something happens, they've got other options to send their clients to. So by the time you're done talking to a real estate agent, if you've really gotten in good with them, you should be able to get the name and number of 3 to 4 different loan officers to start networking and start reaching out to. Now, think about this for a second, and this, hopefully this will start to expand your thinking on the networking side. And this is just business networking 101. You talk to a mortgage professional, and you get your first deal from Joe Mortgage, and Joe Mortgage says, hey, this is the client of Sally Realtor. So now Joe Mortgage introduces you to Sally Realtor. Sally Realtor, you call her and say, hey, I'm working with Joe Mortgage. I'm taking care of your client. Just want to introduce myself if something goes on. Now what you've done is you've doubled your partners. You now have a mortgage partner you're working with and a real estate agent that you're working with. Hey, as I'm working with your client, do you want me to keep you up to date on the progress and the status of what's going on? And when you reach out to a real estate agent like that, they are going to love you. They're going to think you're the best thing since sliced bread. The only piece of advice I can give you here are there are some mortgage professionals that don't want you doing that because they want to control that process so that the real estate agent always has to come to them for the credit repair. So, just you have to establish the way that you want to do it, how you want your business to be ran, and the obstacles that you want to deal with that. But either way you go is fine. It's just, I'm giving you tips and pointers on what to watch out for as you're doing this. So, but the other side of it, now you meet Sally Realtor. Now you've got 2 partners. You're marketing Sally Realtor. Hey, Sally, we're working on your client. Do you have any other loan officers that you work with so that if they send me a deal or if they need help with any of your clients that I can reach out to them? So now you've taken the mortgage officer, the loan officer, met the real estate agent, leveraged the relationship with them to meet 2 more loan officers, which now in turn, they're going to turn you on to different real estate agents, which are going to turn you on to different loan officers, which are going to turn you on to different real estate agents, which are going to turn you on to different loan officers. It's a cycle that you can keep continuing and continuing if you focus on building the relationships properly. It's something you can build very quickly, but it's also something that you can take your time with and say, I'm good for right now. I've got all the partners I need, and you set up an established system on how to go, how many partners that you want to have. So real estate agents, very powerful. The thing I would say about most real estate agents, they're a little pushy sometimes because they're talking with the client. They spend the most time with the client and face to face. So when you're talking with that real estate agent, keep that in mind, that they've got more vested time face to face with that client than you do. So just respect that. The next one is insurance agents. Insurance agents, now again, let's take it back to our networking pattern. Mortgage professional works with them, and now you talk with the client that they refer you. Hey, who are you using for insurance? I've got Jake at State Farm. Great. Do you mind if I give Jake at State Farm a call and let him know that you're going through credit repair, and that next time your policy renews, he needs to recheck your credit so that you can get a better rate? Oh yeah, I would love that. Now you have an in to call Jake from State Farm and say, Jake, hey, here's what's going on. I'm working with Jane Doe, getting her credit up to date. I want to let you know that probably in about 4 or 5 months, her credit should be in a much better place. She did express to me that she would like to save some money on insurance. So is it okay if I let you know when she's done with her credit repair, so that you can repull her, so that when she renews her rate, that you can get her a better rate? Oh yeah, and it's a great end to meet insurance agents. Now, insurance agents are unique because they're not going to be able to send you as much business. But the thing about an insurance agents are, if you find some that specialize in mortgages, they're always looking for real estate agents, or are always marketing to real estate and mortgage professionals. So that can be somebody that you can really get in close with and really joint market with, and really co-brand some of the marketing materials, co-brand some of the things that you want to do in the marketplace. Flyers, you can get pieces of advice for them to put in your newsletters, and you can give them advice to put in their newsletters. What I found with insurance agents is I picked 1 or 2 agencies that I really, really liked. I knew the people, could spend a lot of time with them, could get to know them, and we would really partner together. We would really network together, and I would help them as much as I could, and vice versa. And it turned into a real relationship. Now, The thing I'll tell you is that if you're running a small credit repair shop, and let's just say it's just you and you're out there doing it, or you've got an assistant who handles some of the back end stuff, find that one agent and work with them, get to know them. And then what you do is once you start hiring your sales team, have your sales team find that one insurance agent that they really like, that they click with. And now instead of having 1,000 agents who are sending you business, you've got 2 agents who are sending you mortgage professionals, they're sending you real estate agents, they're sending you financial planners, they're sending you partners, they're referring you partners, and now you've leveraged that relationship to the max, and you're doing the same with them. You're talking with them saying, hey, I've got 3 mortgage guys I just meet. Do you want me to make an introduction? And you're not trying to sell them or anything. You're just sharing the information, and you're networking with them, helping them grow their business, and they're helping you grow your business. The next one is financial planners. The financial planners are awesome because they're talking with business owners, they're talking with people that maybe have 401k rollovers. And again, this is something, guys, I've seen this conversation a lot in different groups that I'm in and on Facebook and LinkedIn. The credit repair industry has this bad habit of wanting to be financial planners. We're not financial planners, guys. We don't need to be financial planners. Leave the financial planning to the licensed professionals. And what you do is when you're dealing with somebody who has, let's say they have a 401k, or you're just talking with them saying, hey, do you have a budget in place? No. Find a financial planner who wants to work with people who are getting over their financial difficulties, who are ready to start investing for retirement, who are trying to save money and buy a home. Financial planners may not love those people, but you find the right ones and they're going to eat that up because they have products that they can sell them. And again, it turns into a joint marketing. You're setting up a network of people that says, hey, I can send people over to them, and vice versa. The next one is bankers. Bankers are the ones that you walk in, they're sitting behind the desk in the offices. Those guys deal with bad credit all day long. If you walk into a bank, any bank, and the person sitting behind the desk that's always offering loans, they get hit up by everybody, whether they have bad credit or good credit. If you can make friends with them and you can get in with them and show value, and again, show them that it's not just one-sided, but you're going to show them that you can help and that you can turn their services around and help them produce more, you're going to have a partner for life. Car dealerships is another great area. If you find a good car dealership, they're going to have more turndowns in a month than what you could possibly imagine to handle. The problem with a car dealership turndown, though, is when somebody's shopping for a car, it's not usually something they're like, yeah, I'm thinking about it in 6 months. It's like, oh crap, my car broke down. I've got to figure out something right here, right now, and get this taken care of. So those car dealerships, what happens is if they turn somebody down, they're pretty much gone. Now, I've met a couple people out there who have really started doing well with car dealerships. But when you're talking with them, just understand that it's going to be a different type of sale. It's going to be a different avenue of how you're going to approach it, because they're instant gratification. The clients come in, they want it done now. They want to be in that lot, test drive, and leave the lot within an hour with a new car. It is all about instant gratification with the car dealerships, and the salespeople at the dealerships, they mirror that because that's the way they have to interact with their clients to be able to get the sale or to be able to close the deal. So just understand that it's instant gratification. The neat thing about car dealerships, though, is you don't have a lot of the underwriting guidelines that you do when you're trying to repair someone's credit who's trying to get a mortgage. Car dealerships don't worry about accounts of dispute. They're not, usually you don't have to go 2, 3, 4 rounds. You can get them done in a round or two and kick them out of your services. So, I mean, you could really be marketing to clients that are going through car dealerships of, hey, look, 60, 90 days, I can have your scores up so you can qualify for a better car. I mean, it's got its pros, but it's got its cons as well. So just understand what you're getting yourself into. The biggest one that surprised me was home security sales. Home security sales was something that shocked me. I had a old employee that worked for me. She was a salesperson, got a job with a big home security sales alarm company, and she sent clients all the time because they would actually qualify them based on credit. So just keep that in mind, guys. Now, if you look at this. And again, I'm looking maximum efficiency, and I'm just helping you think through this. But if you're looking at a mortgage professional and you're talking with them, a mortgage professional is going to turn around and they're going to have a real estate agent that they work with, an insurance agent that they work with, and financial planners that they work with, and probably even home security sales that they work with. So, there's ways that you can get to know these partners, earn their trust, take some time. Don't be in a huge rush. This isn't something that they're going to give you overnight. But as you prove yourself and as you show that you're trustworthy, they're going to start to open up. Let's go to the next one. How to approach partners? Tips to help you open up conversations. Oops, wrong slide. And let's start. So the first thing you want to do when you're talking with a partner, don't approach them with what you need. Don't approach them with your problems or your lack of business or your drive to go out and build a successful company. People don't care about us. Let's just be honest. People don't care. Like me personally, I'll tell you, I don't care so much about the person that I'm buying something from as much as I care about my immediate need. And that's the same thing that your partners are looking at. Yeah, they may like you, they may respect you, they may even know you really well, be good friends with you, but at the end of the day, it's their family they have to watch out for. And it's the same thing with you. It's your family you have to watch out for. So you're more interested in how is this going to impact you? A partner is thinking the exact same way. Any financial person, anybody in the financial industry that you're talking to that can refer you business, you need to focus on their needs. You don't need to focus on yours. Focus on their needs. Find out what they need. So you sit down and you talk to Joe Mortgage, and hey, Joe Mortgage, what's going on? My name's Keith. I'm with ABC Credit, and I just wanted a chance to talk to you, get to know you. And what I'm doing is I'm just meeting different loan officers, and I'm trying to find a couple that really fit my core values and what I do. So let me ask you this: what is your biggest struggle that you're dealing with in the mortgage industry? Sit back, let them talk. And what's going to happen now is you're opening up questions for them. You're finding out about their business. You're finding out what makes them tick, the good, the bad, the ugly. You're starting to build relationships with them. And when you're talking with them, ask questions, ask qualifying questions. I deal with a lot of turndowns. Oh, I get that. What kind of turndowns are you dealing with? Are these people that don't have enough money? Do they have bad credit? Or, what is it that you're dealing with? And what you're doing is you're just making them think about their business. You're making them, put in front of their mind, what is the pain? What is it that they really need in their business? How can you help them? So, the first tip, find out what they need. Second one, find out their pain, understand their frustration. So when you're talking with a partner, find out. So Joe Mortgage, you said you're dealing with a lot of people that are turndowns. What kind of turndowns are they? They're bad credit. Yeah, I understand. That's why I do what I do. Tell me a little bit about what you're dealing with. What are you seeing? Are you dealing with people with collections or what? Step back, let them talk. You're going to find they usually don't know. They just usually say, well, the scores aren't good enough. I get that. I understand that frustration. I deal with a lot of different loan officers across the city that have that same issue that they're running into. A lot of loan officers that are just as frustrated as you are with it, because it seems like right now everybody who comes to you has some sort of financial issue, and the ones who don't want to buy a home right now because we've been in a refi boom for the past several years, and rates are low. Everybody who's bought up has bought up, so it's kind of an interesting time, right? Yeah, absolutely. Or let's take this a different direction, guys. Let's say they don't even talk about bad credit. What is it that they need? You know what? I've been a loan officer for 15 years. So I've been lending for 15 years. I've never seen my leads dry up the way they have. Oh, really? So you're not getting a lot of business out? No. What I'm running into is that people just they're not asking, or they're not applying for mortgages with me. Wow. Yeah, that makes it really hard to work off commission if nobody's applying, right? Yeah. So what's that doing to you guys? What's that doing to you financially? Oh man, it's hitting me hard. It's really hurting. So now you're understanding their frustration. And what you don't want to do, guys, is you don't want to come in and you don't want to try to shove a round peg into a square hole. Square peg into a round hole, that makes more sense. You don't want to take a square peg and try to jam it into a round hole. So understand where they're coming from and then bring value. Joe Mortgage, I understand that you're dealing with a lot of leads. Let me tell you about some of the loan officers that I work with and some of the things that I do. Now, let's pause that for a second, and I'm going to interject something here that I didn't come up with on the PowerPoint, but it's really good. come up with a joint marketing plan. Come up with a specific program that you use for partners that lets them know, look, you're a valued partner to me, and I'm going to help you co-market. I want to help you to get more business. What can I do? And sit down and address the issues. If somebody's dealing with a lack of leads, or if you're dealing with a partner that's just not bringing in a lot of business right now, sit down and talk with them and find out, how can I help you? Bring value to them, bring ideas. I'm not a mortgage guy, so I'm not gonna pretend to know the marketing side of it, but let me tell you how I can help you improve your business with the credit repair side. So you start bringing in options that's going to attract different clients to that loan officer so that they can start to earn business, and you set up a plan with them, and you come up with something that you can give them, and don't make it on the fly, guys. Have something that's already worked out. Have a unique sales funnel or a sales process that says, look, I'll put together a flyer with you. We'll address people. We'll try to target people who are a little bit credit challenged, but not a lot. And we'll sit down, and once you get them, what's going to happen, Joe Mortgage, is as you're doing this, you're going to find that 30% of those people you're talking to only think they have credit issues, but they can still qualify for a home. That other 70%, I'll work with them. Give me 4 or 5 months, I can get their credit back on track, help them get their credit in shape, and then out of that 70%, we may have half of the people that sign up that come back to you. But think of it this way: if we have 100 people, that just means that I just told you, out of 100 people, 30 of them are going to qualify. The other 35 or the other 70 that responded to the marketing, if I can get half of those back to you, that's 35 clients that I can get back to you in the next 4 to 5 months. Does that make sense for your marketing budget? Yeah. So now you're starting to bring value. You're showing your worth. You're starting to not just go in there saying, hey, I'm a good credit repair person, but you're going then saying, hey, I'm a good partner to have. I'm a good resource to have in your corner. I'm a good person that can really help you grow. The next point is bring value. I think you've heard this before, so I'm going to hit it again. Bring value to your partners. If you're not providing value to them, if you're not getting in front of them and bringing them something that's tangible, that makes sense to them, that helps them grow their business, you're going to lose them. Because I'll be honest with you guys, I've ran into just about everything. People like, hey, we have a credit repair company that brings us barbecue. Great. How much business did you close off that barbecue? And then the loan officer laughed. Who cares? You know what? Here's a flyer on how to remove accounts in dispute. What? Yeah, you run into that, don't you? Well, absolutely. So if I give you this flyer, you now have a chance to make money off this flyer. Yeah. Can you buy barbecue if you close an extra deal because of me? Well, absolutely. Don't you want to work with somebody who's making you money opposed to bringing you barbecue? And the light goes on for them. Bring value. Always come to them with something. Give them tools. Give them tips. We'll get into the actual marketing strategy here at the end. But always come to their office with something in your hands that shows them what you can do, that makes them think about their business and how they can refer you business. The next one, bring value. If you haven't noticed, this is very important to me. This is one of the biggest things you can ever do. Don't just bombard people with sales emails. Don't just go after them and say, hey, give me business, give me business. Everybody has heard it. If they know you have a credit repair company, they know that you want their business. It's not a surprise. And I'm not saying that you don't ask for it. I'm saying that you give them content. You give them real tangible stuff. You give them something of real value that they can use, and then they're going to want to do business with you. I'll tell you a little secret, guys. And this may come off as a shock to you guys, to some of you, but that's exactly what these videos are for the credit repair industry. I'm giving you real content, real value, real things that make sense. So when you think about software or you think about how to dispute things, you look up Expert Credit Systems. That is exactly the same thing. You do the same thing with your partners, guys. Go out, make videos for them, share things with them, do events with them, give them stuff that makes sense. Don't just hit them with sales stuff of, hey, I'm the biggest, I'm the baddest, I'm the best, I can do it like nobody else. Everybody's heard it. It's burnt out. It's old. It's lethargic. It's fine for consumer marketing. But when you're marketing to somebody who's marketing to other people, you need to be refreshing. You need to be something that they can grasp onto and go, man, this is good. This makes sense. It's helping my business. I like this guy. I want to work with this girl. This is something I've been looking for. So, if you haven't noticed, I want you to bring value. The last point on how to approach your partners is to know your competition, not bash your competition. Don't even mention your competition. Who cares about your competition? Know your competition. Who are you in the marketplace? Now, the reason I say that is because you're going to run into partners who are working with your competitor. And they're going to say, I work with XYZ Credit down the street. Yeah, I know who they are. Let me tell you about our services. Not let me tell you how we're different. Because as soon as you start comparing, as soon as you start bringing up how much different you are than whatever company they're working with, now they're thinking about that person, and if that or that company, and if XYZ Credit has done a great job on marketing, they're not just thinking about the deals they've gotten back and the credit repair clients, but they're also looking at it, thinking of the joint marketing that they've done with them, the relationship they have with them, the times they went and played golf with them. It becomes very personal. So don't focus on your competition, know your competition, and overcome that objective when you're talking with your partners. Next slide, we're going to talk about how to earn their business, building a long-lasting relationship. Here's the first key, guys. Be genuine. No, some people may not like this, and if you don't like it, I'm going to get over it real quick. But guys, the days of the flashy salesperson, it's so over. You save that for the car dealerships. Be genuine. Be a real person. Don't just be filling people with BS about how you think your company is. Don't be selling them on systems and processes that you don't have. If you haven't developed it, you haven't developed it. It's not there. Don't make it up. Don't make it up on the fly. Don't say, yeah, I can do that. Be real about what you do. We are credit repair. We operate under the Credit Repair Organizations Act, which gives us the right to dispute inaccurate and unverifiable information on consumers' credit reports. That's what we do. Talk to people about it. Be honest with them. Don't go off and say, I've got this phenomenal approach that changes everything. No. You know what? I'm really good at credit repair. I can help your clients with credit repair and make sure that they're taken care of. You want to work with me because I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm honest with you. I'm going to be upfront. I'm going to let you know exactly what's going on with it. And I'm not going to fill you full of hype just to try to save a relationship. My relationship is based on consistency. It's not based on one client. If you send me 10, I should be able to turn most of those around and get them back to you. So be genuine with them. Be honest. If you don't have some things in place, tell them, look, hey, can you put these reports together for me? No, right now I can't. I can put that on my things to do later on down the road. But guys, as soon as you start jumping through hoops for partners, as soon as you start going outside of your normal process, as soon as you start changing things and doing things outside of the way that they're supposed to, it's going to blow up. There's a reason that you have a task list. There is a reason that that you have a system that you do things. Stick to the system. Stick to the plan. Anytime you go outside that plan, it's going to bite you in the ass. I promise you. I've seen it 1,000 times, and I always have to remind myself of that. Next, be firm but not pushy. Don't be your attitude when you walk in and talk to a partner. It reeks. It jumps off of you no matter where you're at. If you're desperate for business, if you're broke and you go in there, you start sounding like start sounding like an Amway salesperson. If you're an Amway, I apologize a little, but you start going in and you start talking so fast and around them and over them and on top of them that you're not engaging them. So be firm with them, not pushy. Talk with them. Give them time to understand what you're thinking. Give them time to understand what you're saying. Connect with them. When you focus on a conversation with a partner, it's not a sales pitch. It's an opportunity for a relationship. And these are people that you may end up talking to the rest of your life. Some of my best friends, one of my friends that I'm really close with, was a real estate agent, first real estate agent who ever sent me business when I was in the mortgage industry. Me and him still friends to this day, even though I've been in credit repair for years. And but I took the time. I wasn't flashy. I didn't come across as a fast talking person. I just sat down and said, hey, Let's talk about your business and let me share what I can do. And if it works for you, awesome. If not, I get that too. But just know this, no matter what happens, I'm going to shoot you straight and I'm going to tell you how it is. And we're not going to, and you're not going to have to worry about me backpedaling or backtracking, because I'm going to be honest with you. But be firm with them. Say, hey, look, I want to earn your business. Don't make your intentions hidden. Share with them, I want to earn your business. I want an opportunity to work with your clients. But on the flip side, I want an opportunity to work with you and help you grow your business. And as soon as you give me that chance, I would love it. So again, you can be firm and not pushy. You don't have to say, hey, look, if I don't close 10 deals, I'm going out of business or I'm losing my job. You don't need that. Don't be the used car salesperson. Don't be the fast talking, slick salesperson. Be genuine. These are relationships. You put yourself in their shoes. What do you want to hear from somebody who's going to be talking to your clients that you've spent money on developing? The next one, take interest in their business. When you care about what they do, they're going to care about what you do. When you take the time to understand what they do and how they do it, and you take the time to understand what's coming in their business, they're going to take the time to understand what you're doing and listen to what you're saying. Next one, this is the most important key, and I should have put it at the top. Run your business well. Don't fake it. Take time. I've put this on other videos that I've done, and it's still by far one of my favorite sayings is Abraham Lincoln said, if you give me 6 hours to cut down a tree, I'm going to take the first 4 hours and I'm going to sharpen my axe. Take time to sharpen your business. Take time to put your systems and processes in place. Take time to work on your business and not just in your business, and make sure that it's always running well. Because as soon as you start getting clients in and you start getting referred business, if your company is not running well, if your business isn't running well, what's going to happen is they're going to come in and you're going to start getting leads, and those leads aren't going to be happy. They're going to go tell the mortgage person. That mortgage person is going to turn around and not send you business. They're going to tell their entire office how sloppy you are. Run your business well. Do what needs to be done. Take the time to do things right, and set up what you're doing so that if you do start to explode quick, you can add people without thinking too hard about it. The next one, take time to get to know your partner. It's that easy. If they like to fish, talk to them about fishing. You may not like fishing, but talk to them about it. What do you like to fish? Where do you like to fish? Do you fish with, do you have friends that you go with, or do you go out on your own? Take time because you genuinely care. You want to know about them. You want to know about who they are personally. Oh, you have kids. What, boys, girls, how old are they? And you connect with them. Get to know who they are as a person, because it goes a long, long way. So that's how to earn a partner's business. Now, I mentioned and I touched on partner follow-up. So let's talk about partner follow-up, and I'm gonna kind of breeze through this real quick. So that I can get into the scripting side of it. But on your partner follow-up, this is a plan that I've used, and it's worked well. But as soon as you meet a partner, the best thing you can do is go back to your office, go back to your home, wherever you're working from. Send them a thank you email. Hey, Joe Mortgage, man, it was so nice talking to you today. I really look forward to helping you grow your business. I really look forward to helping you get more leads. I really look forward to insert pain here. The part where they opened up and they started talking with you about their business, tell them, hey, I'm really looking forward to helping you overcome this. Whenever you're ready, let's talk again. So send them an email. That way it's got, as we discussed, here's my information at the bottom. Next one, take time to give them a handwritten thank you card. This goes, guys, I can't even tell you how far this goes in the age of electronics, in the age of videos and Facebook and all this different stuff. A handwritten card goes so far with partners that it's unbelievable. And you'll find that I still have people who hit me up on Facebook like, hey, I found that thank you card that you sent me 15 years ago. Whoa, that's crazy. Just take the time to do it, guys. It's a phenomenal resource. It's cheap. It's easy to do. It doesn't hardly take any time. It'll go a long way. Next thing I always do is set up a 2-week email campaign where every day you're sharing something about your business. How you can be their turn down process. I've got a lot of different ideas, but think about it. All you got to do is you got to come up with 10 different topics about your business, about different ways that your business can help. You can talk about removing accounts of dispute, how to remove tax liens, your percentages on getting collections deleted, whether or not they should pay a collection, how debt ratio impacts a credit report. I just gave you half of your 2-week email marketing campaign right there. If you want to go the other half, you can do, let's see, the accounts and disputes, always classic. It's a big one right now. Talk about your company, how long you've been in business, or if you haven't been in business that long, what you think that you excel on. Talk about an online portal that you have if you're using Credit Money Machine or a software that has it. Let them know, look, you can follow the status of your clients. You can watch what's going on with them. Build that trust. Now we're up to 8. You need 2 more. One more is give them testimonies, give them success stories. Hey, we just started with this client 90 days ago and look where their credit's at now, and now they're buying a home. My clients are happy. If you have video testimonies, put links in there for it. The last one, when can we talk? Just hit them up for business. Again, be firm but not pushy. Hey, I've sent you a lot of information about how I can help, about my company. When's a good time that I can follow up with you and talk? And just have a consistent thing. If you have MailChimp's super cheap, set it up on MailChimp that when somebody signs up, it goes out on a 2-week email campaign. 1 week after I've met with somebody, I'll pick up the phone and call them. I'm not going to call them the next day. I'm not a booty call that's trying to make them my boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm looking for a relationship on a professional level that lets them know I want your business, but I don't need your business. If you don't send me business, I'm going to find somebody who will. So in a week, I'm going to follow up with them. And you know what my follow-up call is going to be? Hey, Joe Mortgage, this is Keith at ABC Credit, and I wanted to take the time and reach out to you. Have you been getting the emails that I've been sending you? Yeah, great. Have you had a chance to look through them? Yeah, I did. There's some good stuff in there. Really, what is it that interests you? Now they're telling you what's intriguing them, and they're opening up to you about parts of their business and things that's going on. So it's not a call to get business. It's a call to check up on them. Hey, I remember when we were talking that your daughter was getting ready to start softball season. How's that going? Are you out there every night for practice yet? Take the time. Don't make it just about business, but make it about following up with them, making sure that they're getting the stuff that you're sending them. Answer any questions that they have, and ask them, hey, look, I'm always ready whenever you're comfortable to send me business. I would love to help you. So when you're ready, just let me know. Next one is 2-week follow-up, face-to-face. 2 weeks after so now you've called them, or you went and saw them the first time, you met them, you sent them a thank you card and an email. Now they've been emails from you from 2 weeks, halfway in between that and a week. Now you've followed up with them on the phone. 2 weeks later, you're going to show up at their office. Again, don't show up empty-handed. Have a consistent marketing plan that goes into it and says, okay, I have a welcome packet or a packet that I sit down and take all my partners through. The next one is how to get started referring me business. Look, it's been 2 weeks, Joe Mortgage. I bet I feel like a pain in the butt. I promise the emails slow down from here. I just wanted to come in, just check on you in person, see if you had any other questions, anything else I could do for you. And it may be a short, no, I'm good. You know what? Here, I brought you some information, and make it a value add. Make it something that can help them grow their business, and make it consistent. It's the same thing. Do the same thing every time for every partner, so that way you know what you're doing, and you don't have to try to remember who you've sent what to. The 3-week follow-up is a follow-up phone call. 4 weeks is a face-to-face follow-up, and then what I do is consistent follow-up, email and social media campaigns, and make it a point to go out and see your partners once a month. If you're not in their office at least once a month, somebody else is, and you're going to be losing out on business. So get out there, get in front of them, follow up with them, and set a plan. This is just a light guideline. This is something that I've done before with a couple different companies that I really liked, that I really enjoyed, that worked out well. But it's up to you. It's your business, and I'm going to let you determine what's best for you. So let's talk about partner script. So I kind of role played a little bit throughout the video, but there's 3 things that I always like to hit on when I'm talking with partners. First one, find the pain. Ask questions, find the pain, find their motivation. Joe Mortgage, this is Keith with ABC Credit. Wanted to introduce myself and talk with you. I understand you do mortgages. You're probably very busy. Do you got a minute to talk with me? Yeah, Keith, come on in. Let's see what's going on. Great, Joe. I appreciate the chance to sit down and talk with you about your business. Let me ask you this: you're in the mortgage business. I get that. What kind of mortgage business are you in? Uh, Keith, most of the people that I deal with are referrals from real estate agents, insurance, Facebook marketing, stuff like that. Oh, I completely get that. I understand. It's a lot of the same way that I run my business. Now, so right now with doing that, are you doing well on leads? I mean, are you doing pretty good? And guys, you're always going to get this response. Yeah, I'm doing awesome. Things are going great. Things are going really well, and I don't really have any issues. I understand that. And what I do is I come in and I help loan officers when you run across those occasional clients that come across that have bad credit. Now I know you've been in the mortgage business for a while, so I'm sure you've seen that every once in a while somebody calls you with bad credit. Now you're starting to choke them. Yeah, I do run into that. Well, let me ask you this, Joe. What do you do with those clients that are coming to you that have bad credit? Well, Keith, honestly, what I do is I kick them away and tell them to go get their credit fixed. Joe, can I ask you a hard question? Yeah. How many clients have you kicked that have you told to do that have actually come back to you with their credit repaired? None. Zero. Exactly. So what you're doing is you're just throwing away your marketing dollars and the relationships that you're building. Now what you're doing is you're starting to open up to them, and you're finding the pain, you're finding what's going on and things that they may not even be thinking about. Now you're kind of making it hurt a little bit. You're putting the pressure on them, going, hey, yeah, it sounds great and all, and I'm glad you're a hard ass, but you know what, you're wasting a lot of money and you're wasting a lot of time with these people. Now the next part is poke the pain. Explain your services, overcome objections. You know what, Joe? Yeah, I understand what you're doing, because honestly, sometimes people with bad credit, if you deal with them a lot, you may find that sometimes they're hard to work with. They don't always do what they said they're going to do. And you don't want to waste any more time on them, right? Let's be honest, you're not getting paid to help them, right? Yeah, absolutely. I understand that, and the cool thing about my job is I actually get to work with those people, and I get to try to help them to get back on track. Now, I understand that you don't want anything to do with them, but let me ask you this. I run ABC Credit, or I work for ABC Credit, and we help clients all the time that have bad credit and that have issues. If I could take somebody like that, and you could take an extra minute and refer them to me and say, hey, I've talked to Keith with ABC Credit. He's a great guy. I'm going to have him give you a call. If you would take an extra minute or two, would it be worth it if I could turn even just one of the clients that you turn down every month back to you in 3 to 4 months? Well, yeah, that's a lot better than what I'm doing now. Great. Let me tell you a little bit about who we are and what we do. Now, at this point, guys, what you've done is you've poked the pain, you explained the services, and now you're starting to offer a solution. Yeah, you're overcoming their objections, guys, I'm giving you just a brief overview, so don't think this is an in-depth conversation. You're going to find out when you get out there, you're going to get some curveballs thrown at you. Stay light, stay loose, stay on it. So last thing you want to do is relieve the pain. Change your body language. Change your tonality. If you're like me and you got a deep voice, sometimes I have a tendency to talk in my chest, gets kind of boomy and bassy. When I get to this point, I like to try to talk in my head more, a little higher pitched. It offers a little more hope. So, Joe, what I do is I can help remove the inaccurate, unverifiable information on your client's credit report. Really, how do you do that? I do that through the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It gives us the right to be able to dispute those items. Now, before you freak out, yes, I am going to put the accounts in dispute, and yes, things are going to get removed, and yes, their scores may look artificial, but you know what? I'm a cut above most of the other credit repairs professionals out there. And what I do is, by the time I'm done with them, I've already taken those accounts out of dispute before they get back to you. That was a freebie for you, for those of you who've stuck with me this long. So what I can do is I can turn around, and what I find is about half the clients that you send me are going to sign up for my services, and about 70% of those that sign up are actually going to graduate my program and be able to buy a house with you. So let me give you some real numbers. If you send me 10 people, I may be able to get 3 of them to turn around and from anywhere from 4 to 6 months, be able to put them back into your pipeline as a real person who can buy from you. Would that make your year better? Would that add to your bottom line? Oh, absolutely. Now, and just go into from here, guys. I'm not going to break it down because I don't own ABC Credit. I'm just making stuff up on the fly. but smash your competition at this point. Don't bash them, smash them. Pull out your unique selling proposition. You know what, Joe? What we're talking about. Let me tell you how I bill my clients. I firmly believe that I should only be paid the money that I'm owed. So I don't charge my clients unless I actually get items removed from their credit report. Now tell me this: how many monthly clients or monthly payments have you heard of where people spend hundreds of dollars and don't get anything done? Yeah, me too. Or let's take it the other direction. Joe, let me tell you a secret. I charge clients by the month, and let me tell you why I charge them by the month. It's not because I don't think I can get things removed. It's because I know I can get things removed. And if I go out and I put them on a pay-per-deletion model, I'm going to be charging them way too much money for the amount of work that I'm spending with your clients. And now, would you rather have a client come back to you because with a down payment in their pocket because I didn't cost them $2,000 to repair their credit? Pick out your unique selling proposition. Smash your competition here, guys. Don't just go in and say, well, I'm better than XYZ because here's what I do. No, you go in and if you know that they're a pay-per-deletion company and you're a monthly model, you go in there and you start talking about how anybody who's not on the monthly model is just doing their clients a disservice. If you're pay for deletion, you go in and start talking about how pay for deletion is the most compliant way to do it, and and you smash your competition, but don't even mention them. So partner script. Work on putting your script together, have everything in order. So all right, so that's it for this segment. Went a little longer than I expected, about 45 minutes. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Coming up next on the next video, we're going to actually get into online marketing. We're going to hit Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. We're going to talk about how to capture those leads, setting up your website for that. That's going to take some time on it. And I'm probably actually going to be referring to some different professionals and people that I actually listen to and study from in this. So I can't wait. If you're not signed up for the email, sign up now. The link is below. I'd love to be able to follow up with you, get you these emails as soon as they're out. And on the same time, guys, I'm putting together, we're putting together with every one of these videos a worksheet to go with it so that you can think through your unstoppable sales system, get it written out. Till next time, this is Keith with Expert Credit Systems. If you need anything, reach us at expertcreditsystems.com. Thanks a lot, guys.